Oh, hello there. Welcome back, y'all.
How y'all doing? Take a
Triforce
seat.
Podcast.
Come on down. Brush the dust off your pants and your boots.
Sit
Grab a seat.
down. Rest
Sit
your
down.
weary legs.
Here's a mug of cold beer.
Here's a packet of Marlboro cigarettes for the cowboy and all of us.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Cool.
That was
A
a good bit
man's
of
man.
advertising. A man just looking out on the horizon, smoking a cig.
That man,
Pretty
a rugged outdoorsman who
Yeah.
had such good skin that he clearly never smoked.
Indeed. But that kid, the Marlboro man just became like default slang for a real man. Even though you never heard him
Yeah.
speak, he might have been like, oh, hello, I love Marlboros, me. Oh, I can't get enough of them. You know, he could have been very camp, or he could have been like just a complete nut. We
He
don't
had
know.
all the
He never
skimpy riz
spoke.
of
He
his
did.
day.
That was the Riz of its time. He might have even been in Ohio. I don't know.
Maybe. Marlboro Man maybe was. It's got to be at least close by. Somewhere. It's somewhere in there.
Mayhap.
And now,
Mayhaps.
now, what is the epitome of manhood? Andrew Tate.
He's right
Donald
up there.
Trump.
Donald Trump.
He
Something
is
cool happened.
so healthy.
Something
so
crazy happened to
healthy.
me last night. Something crazy happened to me last night.
Go on then.
Rather than get into politics, let's talk about this. Someone crashed into my house.
No.
What?
Yes.
You hear
What?
about this? This is like a story
Yeah.
that you hear about on the news.
Is
that
it on
someone
the
drove a
news?
Land Rover into
It's
someone's
not
house.
on the news. It's not that cool.
But you
There's,
live in like a sleepy cul-de-sac in Twickenham. Okay, I don't know where you live or what it's like, but I imagine your road is so chock-a-block with cars that it's
It has
basically
to be.
very difficult to reach your house
Yeah. So
at any
we're,
kind of speed.
we're end of terrace.
Yeah.
And people often do a sort of turning around of their
Oh.
car. So I believe that what happened was my neighbor was turning around their car, slipped, hit the accelerator, and it banged into the wall next to my house. So we've sort of got our house, then we've got a shed, and then
Your
a wall.
property.
That's sort of my property line. And so they've hit that wall. It's
Jesus
collapsed, smashed
Oh.
our shed to bits, and there's like a
Whoa.
huge car-shaped hole, and the fence and everything is all fucked up. It's a mess.
So, so it basically tipped the wall over, did it? Which then crushed the
No,
the shed.
imagine if you obviously the car is it's a tall wall.
It's
and
like when the
car
Kool-Aid
is at
Man
the
busts
bottom
through
end.
the wall, Lewis,
really
and there's
was.
a Kool-Aid
Wow.
Man shape where he busted through.
Yeah, and we don't know what's holding the wall up, but we're pretty sure it's just perfectly poised and just don't touch it and it'll stay there. So we're sort of
Shit.
not going near it. The shed door is jammed so solidly shut that I can't get to my bicycle. So I'm pretty sure that it's just like the door is part of what's holding up the wall. So
Fuck.
the council came out, they walled it off. Oh, fenced it off, I should say. Don't go near the wall is what we've been told. And I was like, okay. But now the argument becomes, whose wall is it?
Yeah.
Because I'm
and
like,
who's-
I
who-
thought it was the council's wall, and now they're like, no, we think it's your wall because it's fucked. So they don't
And
want to have to deal
who's
with
going to
it.
pay for all the repairs?
The car insurance. The car insurance.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. The car
Okay.
insurance of my. I mean, this is all going to be resolved civilly and no problem. Like
Right.
there's absolutely no issue. 100% fault. Like there's no doubt. Got witnesses, the whole schmear. So it's like there's no doubt in my
Fucking
mind.
hell! Imagine
they're
you did.
guilty.
Imagine like just on the off chance you decided to sleep in your shed last night and that happened. Like the one
Wait.
time you're like,
Wow.
just
Yeah,
gonna do a
You'd
little
had an
test here,
argument with your
sleep in my
wife.
shed.
Yeah,
You know.
squeezing in there amongst the spiders
Also,
and the
don't-
jet wash. Yeah.
You know, Sips lives basically half his life in his dad garage.
Yeah,
That's
true.
basically just a
Yeah,
shed.
my dad garage. If,
Yeah.
if somebody ran their car into this bad boy, though, it would be fine. I think.
No,
It's-
it would
it's
collapse
sturdy.
immediately. It's
What are you
about 60 years old and was probably designed for about 20. It's
No,
It's
it's
shit.
It's a very firm
It looks great on the
structure.
inside since you did it up, but the structure of it is looking like it's basically one room single
Man, it's
car
fine.
garage.
It's got double breeze block cavity. It's got really strong roof beams. Like it's not going anywhere. Trust me. It's like a
Are you
bunker.
patting it right now? Look at this,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
bad boy.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
just
shaking.
tightened a strap randomly in here, and I've slapped the side of it, and I said, "This isn't going anywhere."
All right. Well, if
it's
you're
probably
that
not.
confident.
Yeah.
I wasn't all that confident before when I was in there. You know, I didn't feel like it was ruggedized against.
Yeah,
you know,
okay. Yeah,
the
I
bombs.
like it now that somebody's driven their car into Flax's backyard. You're scared of everything you've ever done. In
Yours
retrospect.
is more close
I
to the
didn't
road.
feel very safe that one time. I was in one of the safest structures anybody's
Jersey.
ever built ever anywhere.
I didn't
I
realize it
didn't
was
feel
built as
safe. I didn't
the
feel
billionaires
safe.
have got their bunkers, and Sips has got his dad garage. You know,
Absolutely.
that's-
I'm like a cockroach. I'm going to survive anything in here.
well,
And then I'm going to come
off
slithering out after it's all done. And where's the Twinkies? And, you know, I'll be all mutated and shit. It'd be nice.
Chowing down on them peeps that have made it past the.
I
through
love the
apocalypse.
noise that you make when you're slithering up.
Yeah, I'm doing like the like iguana face as well, where I've got like all my neck folds sticking out. And this like Mr. Bean. Hello.
I see. You're actually going to be eating the cockroaches. I think
I'm going to
that's
turn
what
into Mr.
iguanas
I
eat,
think
right?
that's what's going to happen. I'm going to be in my bunker. The world, as you know it, is going to change dramatically through nuclear war. I will be in here, safeguarded by all of the mayhem outside, but the fallout will transform me into Mr. Bean, and then I'll come out
I
of
see.
the bunker.
And you've just got 100 jars of pickles to live off of.
Running around, eating pickles, and just getting into all sorts of like scrapes. Hilarious scrapes out there in the wasteland. Mr. Bean, yeah, it'd be great.
Well, the Chinese will keep you alive then if you're, if you're Mr. Bean. They love Mr. Bean.
That's it. I think that's the best possible outcome you could hope for.
Great. That's good to hear.
Yeah,
well, that's
thanks.
a relief. And so what is the house? Okay, but it's just the shed and the wall.
Just the shed and the wall.
Was your neighbor compromised, do you think? Were they like, have they been drinking?
No,
was it
not
like,
at all. Not at all.
Were they very tired? Are they very old?
No, it was literally just a slip.
Just a fudge. Have they got a new
yeah.
car? Have they got an old car?
It's it's an electric car. It's quite a new car.
I see. So maybe they're not used to.
They crashed into the library on the East Wing. And now my collection of vintage Hustler magazines has been obliterated. No amount of car insurance can cover this.
Pearson, would you please find out what that was? Send them away. So it would appear there's a car through a wall in your driveway. Oh, not that again. Which wing? East Wing. My hustlers. One's hustlers.
One's hustlers have been obliterated.
I apologize, sir, but the hustlers have been completely obliterated. My hustlers?
Tell me about the collection of Big Jugs magazine. Are they still there? Are they still okay?
Pearson, tell me the Big Jugs magazines are okay.
Tell me true. Is Freaky and Over 40 okay? Is the collection okay?
Sir, I regret to inform you that not only are they done for, but the readers' wives have been decimated. There's barely an issue left. I did manage to save one issue of Razzle.
Oh, man.
God.
Oh, God. Speaking of giant cocks, here's something. I was watching The Chair Company. Have you seen this show?
Yeah, I've heard it's really good. It's Tim
really
and Eric,
good.
Right?
It's just Tim Robinson. It's not.
Oh,
Tim
is
and
it
Eric.
Tim Robinson?
Yeah,
Sorry,
who
I
did
thought it was Tim
I
and
Think You
Eric.
Should Leave, the sketch show. He's done a few other things, but this is like, it's kind of bizarre because it's a comedy, but it's also like a mystery in a weird way. It's like a whodunit sort of sleuth thing where he's trying to solve this question he's trying to find this chair company, which is why it's called The Chair Company. At the end of this week's episode, so it's been to this point just general Tim Robinson stuff where he yells a lot and it's like weird characters. And if you like that kind of stuff, it's really funny. I do. So it is really funny. We've been watching it with the 13-year-old. No problemo. All right. There's a little bit of cussing, but there's nothing funky in it. This episode was 18, and I thought, 18? I think you don't see that very often. Partway through the episode, people are doing cocaine all over this bar. They're doing loads of coke, and I was like, okay, so that's why it's an 18. Last 30 seconds of the episode, one of the characters is watching some Christmas Carol porn. Okay, so like Scrooge is there with his nightcap on and his dressing gown, and the Ghost of Christmas Future takes off their hood, and it's a beautiful young woman. And Scrooge is like, I don't think I'll remember all this. And she goes, I'll make sure you remember it. Gets down on her knees, opens his pajamas, and the biggest cock you've ever seen in your life is right there. And she starts noshing on it, and then it cuts to credits. And me and my wife were like screaming, laughing. But at the same time, I look over and my youngest just has her hands clasped over her face. I was like, don't look! Don't look!
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
But it just, honestly, it absolutely came out of nowhere. Had no idea that the episode was going to end like that. Could not believe
Fucking
it.
hell, that's funny.
So
yeah,
be careful what you watch with your kids, I'm telling you. Because you see the 18 and you think, they would never put a massive Johnny in the fucking on the telly like that, but they did, because apparently if it's fake, the rules don't apply. If it's a real cop, now they got trouble. But they did. So someone said they did the same thing with 28 Years Later, because there's like kids on the set, but as long as all the zombies have prosthetic knobs, not legally covered.
I think Industry had a prosthetic knob as well at one point, but I think on the iPlayer the whole scene is edited anyway.
They have got a lot of them. They used one on the White Lotus as well.
Yeah.
There's that scene where like the guy turns around and you can see it like poking down between his legs.
He thinks there's something wrong with his balls or something, when he's like, hey, can you come and check out my balls? They feel weird, and you can see his knob. Yeah,
it's like that. Yeah. So pretty crazy.
Hilarious.
Was not expecting that.
I need to watch that. I'll put that on the list.
It's a really funny show. But that moment was it was completely out of nowhere. I just couldn't see it coming. And because of the drugs, I really thought that's why it was an 18. I don't know if they even put that in just to throw you off the scent, because it was such a surprising ending. But my goodness. Oh dear.
I like Tim Robinson. He's very funny. Very funny man.
Funny guy.
He's I think you should leave is great as well. There's some
it's so quotable. It's just become like
there's some very
so
funny
many memes.
A little hit and miss at times. It's not all consistently hilarious funny, but when a skit is funny, it is exceptionally funny.
And you don't know which one's gonna hit you either. Yeah, I think different people like different bits of it as well.
Yeah. I like that one in season 2 where the guy's like always on his phone. There's like the shit's going down. He's just like super uninterested. He's like all slouched in his chair on his phone. He's like,
the thing is,
on
you
my
could
phone
imagine
all the time.
Tim Robinson like pitching these to the writers' room, and it's basically like, so there's some crazy shit going on, and there's a guy on his phone, and he's not bothered by the shit, and that's the whole premise of the skit, right? And it's like it is that simple, and it's like. But like I can imagine the guys in the writers' room like, is that it? Do you want us can we add some more to it? Can we do something different with it? Can we make it funnier? And he's like, nah. I think
a lot of it's got to be improvised as well, and then they just take the I hope they find the gold in there somewhere. I can't imagine that it's like overly rehearsed. They probably have like a rough idea of what they want to do, and then they just sort of. There must be so many like bloopers and outtakes and stuff available, but I'd be interested to see some of it. A lot of it's probably very funny, but
it's nice. I mean, we don't see a lot of sketch comedy these days, to be honest, or any
it's
any good.
Kind of quieting down. I feel like the Mitchell & Webb, the new Mitchell & Webb, wasn't very well received. I watched a bit of it. It just felt like, I don't know, they kind of ran out of things to be funny about. I feel like sketch comedy, a lot of the time, the first season will generally be the best one.
Yeah.
It's the same as like for a lot of bands, their first album will be their best album because they spent the most time working on it. And then when someone is like, hey, do that again, and you have a year to do it, you think, plenty of time. And whilst you could easily write 6 episodes of half-hour sketches in 1 year, you're not going to have spent 10 years thinking about them and honing them like you had the first series or your first album, where you've literally been working on these songs and touring them for years while you try to make it, and now you made it, and now they're like, cool, do that again, but in 1 year instead of 8.
I think a lot of sketch comedy, I don't know about nowadays, but I know back in the day, it was all performed and toured. Like Kids in the Hall, for example, SCTV, all like the old North American.
Did they tour? They didn't just have a studio?
Yeah, no, they were part of like basically these are like improv clubs, if you like drama clubs.
Right.
For adults, people who are aspiring to be in the industry or whatever. Like if you watched like the Pee Wee Herman documentary, Paul Rubens was the same. He was part of like I can't remember what they were called now, but it was in LA, kind of like a comedy club. It was like a group Phil Hartman was in it, and the
Groundlings.
The Groundlings, that's it.
Yeah.
And then they would put on shows like every night or every week or whatever. And originally Pee Wee Herman was like a show on at like midnight on a Saturday night, and it grew from there. Like it developed its following and everything as like a little like sketch comedy stage show, and then blew up into this big thing. But Kids in the Hall were the same. They were part of like a group, and they would go out, and they would do shows, live shows or whatever. And a lot of it was improv. And then through the improv and through doing the same show over and over, they developed these characters and developed them. And then when it came time where somebody was like, yeah, I want to put you guys on TV, I think this would really work. This stuff is just like so fine tuned, like they're so used to playing the characters. They've got all these other ideas for like progression and stuff like that. And you can see like in Kids in the Hall that happened, like you'd see a sketch, and then as some of the seasons went on, some of those characters would like change a bit. They'd have like arcs and stuff. It was really clever stuff. It was really well done. But I think like was it like what's it? Bob and Doug McKenzie. Hey, hoser, you hoser. The Canadian guys that came
Rick
from
Romanus.
Rick Romanus, and I can't remember his name, but that all came from SCTV. That would be like John Candy, Catherine. Is it Catherine O'Hara? The mom in Home Alone. Like they all came up through Eugene Levy. They all came up through that, and it was the same. It was all performed sketch comedy. And then they went on to like bigger and better things, It's interesting, but I don't know if it's how it works still. I think the Groundlings are still a thing though. I think they're still going. I don't know like what they do, but who knows? Maybe something big will come out of one of those scenes again or not. I guess it's changed a lot since probably the 80s when all of this stuff was getting really big. But I think Monty Python was somewhat similar as well. I think they a lot of their stuff they started at school, and they would perform stuff like at school or university or something.
Was it Oxford or Cambridge? Yeah. I mean, the footlights and all that. I feel like I don't know if we talked about this before, but like the origins of these comedy groups. People always think, I guess, that people are just funny and that's it. But I think that the difference is that for some people, if you're going to be that kind of comic, whether it's like a sketch comedian or an on-stage comedian, not just a stand-up, but someone working with a group, writing sketches, playing characters, you've got to be a bit of a theater kid type.
Yeah,
you've got to be a bit of acting, maybe even a bit of singing. Like it's kind of an all-rounder.
I think you have to be somebody who can write as well. I think you have to kind of have
absolutely. Like it's
you have
the whole
to have
thing.
all of these skills. Yeah, like League of Gentlemen, I think was the same sort of deal. They were all theater people who were writing and doing all of this creative stuff. And through all the madness came,
But you've got to meet
Papa
other
Lazarou.
people like that.
Yeah, you do.
Right,
yeah,
that's it. But so apparently Papa Lazarou is based on the landlord.
That's right.
That they had when they were much younger. I mean, it's just, all of
it's
these
like
guys,
that,
you hear about them. They're like 23, 24, living in Balham or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
In this terrible flat. But that's the thing is they're writing and those coming up with those characters for years.
Yes. Well, I guess it would have been the same for like Paul Whitehouse and Harry Enfield.
But then
all
when they
guys
get
too.
older and their world constricts into comfort and money because they're successful, what are they writing sketches about now? They're not relatable anymore. And I think that's the problem is when you've made it, it's very hard to then turn around and be funny because comedy is about laughing in the face of adversity and struggle and horror and everyday embarrassment. And if you literally live in a mansion, it's very hard to make relatable comedy. Yeah. And joking about how rich you are is like going to piss a lot of people off. So that's why I think a lot of these sketches go to shit.
Isn't that basically what happened to Chris Rock? He just like he got like mega rich and
then he got slapped and made a tour out.
And then he got
what is it, Lewis?
I bought a house. Well, I haven't.
Well, you've closed.
I've exchanged contracts.
Oh my god!
I haven't completed yet, which is
the
next
like just
stage.
Now. Did that just happen?
So exchange of contract is when you pay the deposit, and then the seller gets the deposit, and then you're committed to buy regardless of what happens, even if it burns down, kind of thing. So I've had to get buildings insurance, which I was scrabbling around to do yesterday. Which was fun. I've never had to, insure my house before.
No,
right.
And the list of costs has started to coalesce. It's quite annoying because I'm moving. Well, I'm getting the house, I think, in the first week of January, which is a bit of a weird time. But also, it's like literally the worst time to move in because it'll be freezing cold and terrible weather, middle of winter. like actually peak winter type thing.
Does it have central heating?
Yes.
That's good.
It does.
You'll need that in January.
Is it a single candle in the central room? Is that what it is?
No, I think it's got
in the main
an oil,
reception, or is that the annex reception?
It's in the atrium. I light the candle in the atrium, Pearson.
One candle in the rotunda, please.
The orangery was particularly cold this morning, Pearson.
Yes.
Light a candle, a single
ghost
candle.
in the veranda has been putting
Bring the candle into my
out.
hustler room as well, so I can read my collection of hustlers.
That's wax everywhere. You see,
it's a white wax.
So yeah, I'm excited and dreading it a bit as well. But
it's going to be hard work, but
because
it's nice to own.
Obviously, this year I was planning on going away for I haven't had a holiday like the entire year, basically.
Yeah.
I went away like for a weekend or a day trip, but that's it. And I was hoping to actually go somewhere on holiday in the winter. I was hoping maybe to go to Australia for a couple of weeks in January, or maybe like just somewhere hot. And Ozzy and Duncan are potentially going away. And I was going to go away with them and their mum, Ozzy's mum, which is hilarious. And God, it's such a good time. I really want to do that. But they're going away at like exactly the time that I'm getting the house. So I have to be there on that day to pay, basically.
So Duncan can't help you move.
And then, it's just
bitch.
Loads of people have volunteered to help me move.
What is he, George Costanza? Who's going to help him move? Don't help him move.
Duncan wanted to help him move.
No one should help anyone move. It's just not a fun time. That's how to lose friends.
It's almost impossible to return the favor. It's almost impossible.
I'll come over and help you move if you agree to come over here and help one of my kids move out at some point. We'll do
I'll be old and
tat.
knackered by the time that happens. You know, kids stay at home till they're 30 these days.
Oh, my son's going to be 14 this year, so he'll be 14 in less than a month.
I'll be old and knackered. I'll be 60, like, by the time he moves out.
What if he moves out when he's like, freshly 18 years old? What if he decides to move out?
He ain't doing that. He's
it's only 4 years from now.
What is he going to move out to be a homeless guy? Like, there's no way. 18.
The only way he's moving out is if you're kicking him out. Then again, I guess he could go to uni.
I do tease the kids constantly that they're ticking down till you move out. Like when it's their birthday, I'm like, "Ooh, just 4 years till you move out." Just teasing them. But I also always tell them, you could live here for as long as you like, and I don't care.
I think it's good that you say that, because it probably this generation is probably going to have to live with their parents for the rest of their lives.
Well, this is it. I was talking to someone in the office who's just doing their second year of A-levels. I think it's the daughter of one of the fourth floor people here, and she was telling me how she doesn't know what she wants to do, and she's applied to Bristol Uni, but she doesn't really want to live at home. Yeah. And I was like, that's the way to avoid like 20 grand of student debt, is to live at home, right?
Yeah, right. Jesus Christ.
And also, I guess, is there a university on Jersey, Sid?
No,
because I guess there isn't, right?
Just the University of Life.
They have to go to the mainland.
Yeah,
which means they're never. Your kids aren't going to be coming back home with all their dirty washing and stuff all the time.
No,
and
if they do,
back at the weekend,
there's a college
here.
Gone. They can learn. They can go to college here if they want. They have a college here that offers like, if they want to do trade or something like that. But if they want to go off to university, they will have to go to England. I think Plymouth is a very popular university.
Don't go to Plymouth
for people to go to from Jersey.
Don't go to Plymouth.
Why? Because of all the Jersey people that are there?
No, because it's a dump. Sorry, Janice.
Sorry, this is a rival. It's the derby, isn't it? Bournemouth and Plymouth, right?
No.
That's why you hate Plymouth.
I went to university there.
Oh,
did you? I went to university.
And look how you turned out.
95 to 99.
You met Mrs. Flax.
That's a long time ago.
No, I didn't. Maybe
it's changed a lot since then. 95 to 99.
It has not.
Where did you meet Mrs. Flax?
What have you been
back
recently?
in Dorset?
Oh.
I'm not going to have Plymouth University slandered on this podcast, okay?
All right, I'll do the slandering.
Did your wife go to Plymouth University?
She did, yeah.
No, she did.
Oh no, sorry, mine did, yeah.
No,
so
I don't know
we went to university
who's ever been
together.
To Plymouth University. Actually.
Well, now you do. We met 6 months before university at a engagement party for a mutual friend.
Right.
And we didn't know each other obviously until that evening. Met, hit it off.
She was like,
I love that you guys got together
such
based on your shared love for Plymouth University.
Well, no,
that's such a nice story.
She saw his lovely, luscious head of hair and thought, wow,
He
that
did.
virile man.
He used to
Yeah,
have so much hair. Like, it was crazy.
She was like,
I had
"God."
real hair back then. And then she obviously, you know, we got married when we were 25. So she was 24, I was 25 in like 2001. And then my hair fell out within 5 years. So
do you think when she first,
screwed over.
do you think like maybe my wife thought this as well, but do you think like sometimes they meet somebody and they're like, this little fucker is going to be bald in like 5 years time. I can't wait to, can't wait for his little fucking head, all his fucking hair to fall out. Fucking little bitch, that's fucking bald. Do you think they have like an internal dialogue where they're like,
and they have like an app on their phone where they've taken your pictures and aged them, and they're like,
I'm processing your picture to see how quickly you will be bald and what you're going to look like.
I think women are
bald.
more thinking about the long term than men, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I was just like, oh man, this girl is so beautiful. And I was instantly in love. Like immediately that we met and I kissed her, I was like, that is it. I am in love 100%. Men are very simple like that. She was obviously hedging her bets. and unfortunately, she backed a losing horse. There's no other way to put it.
Oh, that's not true.
If you look at pictures of me now compared to pictures of her now, and you compare them to like our wedding photos, she looks the same. She looks exactly the same.
Wow.
You would not recognize me as being that person.
Well, you scrub up nice though, P-Flax. I've seen you on stage in a suit. You know, you look lovely. What do you ever think, by the way, that there was some sort of causative event that triggered the hair loss?
Being born male, I would
do you have
suggest.
something to blame for it?
He's
though?
he's got an overload of testosterone.
How quickly
That's
did
what
it go?
does it.
Was it like overnight, like a wig coming off?
No. I clung to it possibly longer than I should have.
Oh dear.
In that when I was about 30, I started to think, probably am going to have to shave.
Man, there was no
point.
Reddit back then either for you to finally take the step, finally take the plunge.
Yeah, that's true.
What
finally
should I do?
decide.
That's fucking Reddit post. Just some lad with one hair on top of his head, wondering whether he should shave it. Yeah, mate.
I thought it was time. They
You
always
like
look
a
so
fucking
much
Cupid
better.
doll.
They always look so much better. It's crazy.
Ridiculous.
Oh god, so funny.
It really makes me laugh.
It is cute that you two have such lovely such resounding, retaining, love for your other halves, despite the fact that they went to Plymouth University.
Yeah, it's the one negative mark on an otherwise perfect scorecard.
And do you know who else went to Plymouth University?
No, tell me.
At the same time I was there, Mr. Tony Root Vegetable, as I believe he's come to be known.
Tony Root Vegetable.
Yeah, do you remember? I kept trying to tell a story about a kid I was at school with who had a name that involved a root vegetable.
Tony Carrot.
Right, see, Tony Carrot.
Tony
and every
Potato.
time I start trying to explain
Tony
who it is, I
Swede.
interrupt. He was there too.
Right.
But is he more famous? Is he more famous than you?
No, it was just a Triforce reference.
He was the bully, wasn't he?
He was the school bully.
He was the school bully, and he went to
but
Plymouth.
That wasn't a university.
He went to Plymouth University.
Do
you know what he studied at Plymouth University?
No, I don't think any of us studied much at Plymouth University, honestly.
Right.
You studied titties.
Studied the inside of vaginas, mate. His wife.
Jesus Christ!
I'm gonna send you.
I'm not sending any of my kids to that university now. Thanks very much.
Indeed.
We'll find somewhere else.
I'm going to post this on Discord. This is me at about 29:30.
Okay. Wow. This is really. I didn't know if there were any pictures from the era of the hair loss, because obviously you don't want to remember that time.
That is
I've
me.
seen this picture before.
Oh,
that is a good one.
Oh.
That is such a good one.
That is.
You haven't really, honestly, you haven't like changed that much. Like you just look.
Disagree.
You look just a bit younger, but like if you took all the hair off of this picture and added a little bit of facial hair, I mean, you look. You still.
Oh
look,
my god! I think
look like
I look a bit like this right now. My hair is literally like yours is. It's like long and kind of like slightly covering the temples that are bald,
I've turned into like a thumb in my old age. Like my
yeah, that's what we do.
I turned like I just look like a thumb now. I don't look like a person. Like when I was in my teens, I had more sort of like definition, I had like a you could tell that my neck was not part of my head and stuff, but now it's like it all just like melds in. It's weird, isn't it?
Would you, P-Flax, if hair transplants were available at the time, would
that's
you...
now.
I love how you've done the same expression.
Yeah, I've done the same stupid expression.
You do, see what I mean? No, you look the same. You do look pretty much the same.
You look you are saying that you don't look, your wife looks the same. You obviously look the same.
Did you just take that picture right now?
Yes, I just took that picture
Have you had some dental work?
No.
Right.
Did you not know I had teeth?
No, I knew you had teeth, but I just, I was just wondering if your teeth look whiter and healthier in the new picture than the old.
Thank you so much.
You've been flossing. That must be.
Have you been flossing?
Yes, of course.
A wig.
And
have you ever thought about a wig? They've got some great wigs these days.
Do you know what? This is funny. Last time a couple of times ago when I came down to Plymouth, fucking got Plymouth on the brain, down to Bristol. This conversation came up at the pub where people were telling me
to get a wig.
Made great advances in wigs,
You see them all over Reddit.
No, I'm not wearing a fucking wig.
I'm only joking. We're only joking. But
they're asking it seriously. People are like, you could. No one would think any less of you. I would. I would very much.
I think for you,
it's crazy that you can get away with saying that to somebody, but like you couldn't just say to somebody, they got weight loss injections now that you can try.
That's true.
That would be, you'd get slapped in the face if you said that to somebody.
You can get bigger tits if you get the implants in there.
Yeah. Yeah. There's really great plastic surgeons out there.
Because you could just get bigger tits. You can get this silicone thing in your knob, which increases its sort of girth.
Yeah.
It's like a kind of ruler that they sellotape in there or something. I don't know.
Can you send me some details on that? I think my friend is really interested to find out more.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, thanks.
Before we continue, a word from our sponsor of this week's episode is Aura Frames. You've heard me yap on about Aura Frames before. I think they're fantastic. For me, personally, it is like having a tiny social media platform that is just for the people you've invited to your frame. You upload photos, people can like them, people can comment on them, people can reply, people can share their own pictures to the frame. It's absolutely lovely. If you share it with your close family and friends, go on holiday, suddenly everybody gets to see all your holiday pictures. You don't have to stand over them with your phone scrolling. It's just there for them to look at and browse and enjoy as they see fit. I've really enjoyed our Aura Frame. My family loves it. We've given them to parents and loved ones, and they all enjoy pictures of the grandkids. Aura Frames, honestly, I think they're fantastic. And with Christmas fast approaching, why not go ahead and get one? If you want, you can personalize it. You can add a special message on the gift. It comes with a fancy premium gift box that doesn't have a price tag on.
You could preload some pictures on that thing too if you wanted to.
You sure as hell could.
How would you personalize your gift if you were sending it to me, P-Flax?
I would put pictures on there of all the happy Yogs memories that we've shared together. Maybe
all of our lovely close moments. Yeah,
just pictures of the Triforce triangles.
Just us two together holding hands and smiling.
Exactly.
Lovely.
Well, for a limited time only, you can save on that perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com and get $35 off their best-selling Carver matte frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using promo code TRIFORCE at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code TRIFORCE. This deal is exclusive to our listeners, and the frames sell out fast, so order yours now, get them in time for the holidays, support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions, of course, apply. And now, thank you very much. On with the show.
But I guess for you, Pyrion, like a hair transplant was always like a losing race, right? You'd have to keep, because you would replace it at the front, but then it retreats back, doesn't it, a bit further, and then you have to sort of put it back there. And
no, it's just always... it got to a certain point and I shaved it off. Like, that's it. There was no, why wouldn't I? Like, it was obviously over.
Well, obviously Sips had his hair transplant, and I never think of Sips as, but I think in an alternate reality, Sips would have gone bald as well. Right?
I was like on the verge, but I think I got in at the right time because the guy said, like, if you leave it too long, this is like years ago, but he said if you leave it too long, it's more difficult. But at the time he was like,
do you regret it, or do you like still having your hair?
Yeah, I think at the time, like, because I was just 30 when I got it, pretty much, and I thought, like, man, it's like I'm too young to like be this bald, So I was like, I'll get it done, and then the actual procedure itself was not nice. It's like very uncomfortable, and like the recovery time after is really annoying as well. But yeah, no, I've been pretty happy with it. It's been fine. Like I don't care now, you know, like because it's of course thinning out because I'm only getting older and stuff. But I don't mind so much because it's, you know, I'm like 45 years old, so I think it looks like I'm just a 45-year-old person with thinning hair, you know, like it doesn't bother me so much. But when I was 30, I was like, I don't really want to be bald at 30, you know, like it just felt like I was still like a bit too young to be bald. So
did they make you have all the dioxanil on that and stuff? And because they give you loads of other things to take as well at the same time, don't they? It's not just the hair transplant.
No, like when I had it, they basically just, it was like this painstaking process. It took like 2 full days, and they're just transplanting all these follicles from the side of your head. And then they start putting them into like the top of your head. But no, I can't remember having like anything else. Lots of local anesthetic, which was annoying because it's just like and some of it hurt, like especially around like you know, close to like your eyebrow area and stuff like that. But the recovery was so annoying. Lots of like itching and scabbing, and it was like you had to like constantly put like aloe vera and stuff to stop the itching, and it went on for like weeks. Yeah, it was really annoying.
Yeah, well, I mean,
but now it's fine. Like it's like I don't really like think about it that much now.
Yeah, I think the story that someone in the office told me who'd had a hair transplant basically said that they had to take the minoxidil and the finasteride and all those things as well, right? It's almost like as required. And he said to me, the one thing he said to me about it was, it makes your cum all weird.
Oh, right.
I think it makes your cum all like more runny or something, or more watery or something.
Man, when I had the biopsy on my prostate, tell you what, the worst thing is when you see blood in your cum like that. I can't.
Oh God,
that is awful. It is really weird. Yeah, and it's well, because like, you know, they basically assaulted my prostate like 8 to 13 times with like a staple gun, so it's bound to. But and I mean, it cleared up like fairly quickly, but like the first couple of times was pretty rough. Like I thought, oh man, maybe like I am just dying now. Like this is it. Like you don't expect, and blood in your pee as well was a really weird one too.
That's got to be a frightening one.
It is frightening.
I mean, every time I eat beetroot, I look around and I think, oh fuck, have I got cancer?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, you know, like it's weird when you get old. Like you know, certain things don't work the way they used to or whatever, but that, like having blood in your fluids, like I knew that they were going to be there because like I was told that they would be for a little while because of the nature of the biopsy, but you still think like, oh fuck, I really hope that like you know, I'll be okay after this because it is so weird. You just
do you think this is, do you ever feel like you're getting older and you start in your mind thinking, well, I could just be, I mean, you had this Flax with this thing where you had your heart problems, which were very scary. Did you ever start thinking, fuck it, I might just be dead soon, so let's do this thing that you've been putting off? Like, was that because you've been kind of adventurous? You went to Japan. You know, you've been doing these things that felt like they were things that other people might put off.
Yeah,
or
but
say,
I think that isn't that more a case like your kids are a bit older now, so you can kind of
there was
venture out a bit further and do.
First of all, I don't think going to Japan is some wild, dangerous thing.
No.
I mean, I don't mean like that. Safe place.
I'm not in your head, but I'm just wondering.
I didn't do a bucket list and like, oh, this might not have much time left. I mean, all it gave me was massive anxiety, which is what I had at the start of the year that I was medicated for up until about May. And then, you know, it was like, that was my thing, was just the heaps and heaps of anxiety caused by the heart stuff, caused by COVID, caused by all this politics and all this constant shit just thrown at you all the time to just fuck with your brain. That's what got me, was not some sense of joie de vivre and, you know, oh, I've got to go out and do things. No, it just made me incredibly sad, anxious and depressed. That's it. Well, sorry.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. I think that's fine. I don't know. I don't really like, I'm not all in with the like the bucket list and stuff. I feel like if you want to do something, you have the means of doing something, like you would have done it, right? Like it's not, you shouldn't wait until you're basically given, 2 months to live to finally decide, I'm going to do all these things. Like, I just feel like you should just be doing the stuff you want to do, regardless.
But also, I don't have a list of things. I'm like, I always wanted to do some stupid shit. Yeah. Like, I'm not one of those people who's like, oh man, I really wanted to go base jumping. Like, no, I don't want to do bungee jumping. I don't want to do that wingsuit shit.
Yeah.
I don't do anything remotely dangerous because your life, if you're gonna die, the life you have left is even more precious. So why are you wasting it on some mindless shit?
I don't want to say like it's easily doable because I know some of this stuff costs a lot of money to do, but it's more accessible than ever, right? Doing like bungee jumping,
I guess
skydiving.
You see people do it all the time.
There's whole companies set up to receive people in to do these things, whereas like maybe 20, 30 years ago it wasn't so much a thing. So like
then you had to go and cut the bungee rope yourself
with your teeth,
fashion it into a cable.
Yes,
just guess the length and just yeet yourself.
You
off
had to
bridge.
have some military training because like the person that was jumping with you expected you to be
Of course. And of course, when you hit the ground, you had to be ready to kill. Like,
you had to do a combat roll straight into unsheathed knife and hold it to
Can you imagine a worse deployment technique into battle than bungee? Like, dropping lads in behind the lines with parachutes is one thing, but bungeeing down and just being like,
I'd hate to be dropped
just as it starts to come back up, make sure you cut it.
I'd hate to be dropped in by parachute because I feel like it's so slow and you're just such a, people see you coming for miles. And then at night, if you're parachuting, you'd be crapping your pants because you can't see anything.
So, but now they do that halo jumping, which is high altitude, low opening, I think,
right?
Where you jump really high up,
and
then you just literally free fall down until the last second you open the parachute. So you're not hanging there. Because, I mean, in World War II, when they're in Operation Overlord, when the D-Day and everything, the precursor to that. No, that was a separate operation.
That was Pegasus Bridge, right? But wasn't that an airborne thing?
Pegasus Bridge was D-Day. That was the night before D-Day, was Pegasus Bridge. Market Garden was the different operation afterwards to accelerate the war. They did a parachute drop all over the Netherlands, and Arnhem Bridge and all that.
Arnhem Bridge, that's it. Sorry, that's what I'm thinking.
So, but Pegasus Bridge was a bridge they had to take on D-Day, or the night before, because they needed to move shit over this bridge. And these lads had to drop and hold it and everything. Yeah, it was crazy.
I visited that bridge.
Gliders
it's a cool bridge.
I would love to see it.
It's such a cool bridge. Yeah, it's very.
But that was gliders. Gliders are also shit.
Yeah.
Because if your glider just is on the wrong angle, you're just in a wooden plane with no brakes that slides into a rock and you're all dead.
That's mad.
You could hit someone's front wall. You could take out a front wall with that glider, mate. You got to be careful.
That's totally mad, eh? Like the things that people had to do in the wars and stuff. Like just insane. Like imagine you're a young man and you're in a fucking wooden glider behind enemy lines.
How old are you? 19. Oh.
I just got my first pube yesterday.
What'd you have on your bucket list? Doing anything before I die. Would have been nice.
I always wanted to go on a wooden glider behind enemy lines, and here I am. I'm living my best life, living the dream.
Kaboom! That takes him out. So here's some news for you. There are 2 baseball players in America in the Major League.
Yeah.
2 like famous baseball players. Well, one of them in particular. Luis Ortiz, who is a pitcher, and Emmanuel Clays, who is also a pitcher, and they have been alleged to be part of a betting ring involving people betting on the pitches that they threw, and they apparently. So here's the thing. They allege that they joined into this scheme where you get kickbacks and bribes from bettors in exchange for rigging pitches. You'll go out to throw a pitch and the bet will be on the fact that it'll be a ball rather than a strike or something.
Right.
It'll be that. And so people have found the examples of the pitches that are apparently under contention. And I mean, this dude's throwing it in the dirt. Like he's like chucking it at the dude's feet as hard as he can. So first of all, that is ridiculously stupid. Second of all, one of them didn't even work because the batter swung at it, which makes it technically a strike. So it didn't work, even though this pitch was in the dirt.
He's still
there's
swung
no way
for
you
it.
could. Yeah, you couldn't allow for the batter doing the stupidest thing ever and swinging at this pitch in the dirt. So that lost him that bet. But either way, the amount of money they're getting paid, it's like $7,000, $5,000, $10,000. Do you want to know what Emmanuel Clays' contract was?
Tens of millions.
So Emmanuel Clays, who was a a closer, I think he was. He was certainly a well-known pitcher. He is only 27. He's with Cleveland. He's with the Cleveland Guardians, I think they're called now. And his salary was, in this year, was $5 million. And next year would be 6.4.
Yeah.
And then he had another 2 years at 10 million each.
Yeah.
That the team could have opted out of by giving him $2 million.
And he's doing bets for $7,000. I mean,
$7,000.
You've got to be fucking mental.
I mean, if he was being paid $7,000 and they were offering him $2 million, you'd at least think, well, everyone's got a breaking point, and this guy was just broke and he wanted the money, and you can understand it.
Yeah.
This is just, I don't even think it's greed. Something else is at work here. I wondered what you guys thought it might be.
It is an addiction, isn't it? Gambling. But he's
not gambling.
They get like a rush from it or whatever. But in his case, he is facilitating the gambling, right? He is like the purpose of the gambling, right? People are gambling to see what kind of throw he's going to throw, but then he is taking money in a form of a bribe to throw a certain way to benefit, I guess, one person or one person who has told a lot of people that they can make a lot of money this way or something. I don't know, but it seems mad to do that. That's crazy. And
I think it's a combination of things. I know that I read a book a while back about match fixing in football. There's an
NBA match fixing scandal recently
it's a big
too,
scandal.
right?
I mean, it's going to hit the NFL. It's all sport.
And there was this.
The thing
I
is,
saw footage
so much
of this
gambling
guy
in sport now.
just giving the ball away, basically, and then people are like, "What is he doing?" Like, this is like a top player who doesn't really make that many mistakes, and that is just like it's such a gaffe. Like, but
the thing is, now with expanded betting, it's not even. But you don't even need to gamble on we will win or we will lose. You can gamble on whether the next pitch will be a ball or a strike.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you can even bet on something that small makes fixing it so much easier.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Because if you're like, I reckon they're going to win, you can't just get one guy involved in your betting scheme because you need the whole team, and the opposition team needs to score.
Yeah.
So it would be too obvious. It's too hard to rig at that level. So what you can do is say, well, we're going to put money on the fact that they're going to concede in the first 10 minutes. And then you and the goalkeeper get together and you score a shitty own goal. And then the bet comes through. Or like I know that there was one in the Premier League where it was the bet on what time the first throw-in would be.
Right.
Which is an insane thing to be able to gamble on anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's completely unpredictable.
Yeah.
So the bet was that there would be a throw-in within the first 2 minutes or something. And it's kickoff, and the player just kicks the ball straight out of touch. Just bam, boots it.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, what the fuck was that? And they were like, well, that didn't work out. It did. He clearly had a bet on that. It's stuff like that. Yeah. It's just that's the thing with these gambling markets expand. You're able to bet on whether he's going to scratch his head with his left hand or his right. Guess which hand he's going to scratch his head with, whichever one his mates have told him they put all the money on.
Yes.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, that is really dumb. And it's crazy too, because like these guys are already getting paid really
so
well
much.
for. I mean, they are talented. I'm not saying that they're not. Like
he was a good pitcher.
Yeah,
and now he could face 65 years in prison.
It's
like literally. I don't know why it's that much. I mean, that's a lot of time in prison.
Yeah, 65 years.
Yeah, for a non-violent crime.
But with that much money, you probably won't see the inside of a jail anyway, because most
I don't know
people
if that's
don't.
True. I don't know, dude.
The former president of France, Sarkozy, did you see him? He spent 13 days in jail. He's meant to go to jail for 5 years for fraud and all this other shit that he got caught doing.
13 days, it is enough.
Yeah,
the food was so bad,
he served 13 days in prison. And now gets to do the rest of his sentence in under home arrest.
Not even 2 weeks. He couldn't even make it 2 weeks. Where is Lewis, by the way?
I'm here.
He's here.
I'm just looking through the loose news stuff. I'm messaging people. I'm organising my day. Loose news. Let's begin.
I fucking knew it. Unbelievable. Apologies, listeners.
He's a homeowner now. He's got to organize his day.
We're homeowners. I've got a fucking wall that could fall over at any second.
I know, but we've owned our homes for many years now. We're veterans. You know, he's fresh meat on the home market.
I got home stuff.
He's wide-eyed. He's going to be moving in. He's going to have to.
Dog labs. I got recording.
Just wait till he tackles the garden.
I just hear excuses.
Simon's coming in apparently today, so I've got to have lunch with Boba. I've got a whole lot planned today. Anyway,
all right.
Stone Simulator. Have you seen that on Steam?
He's going to smash through this section.
I haven't seen it, no, but I like the sound of it.
Get on with his day.
Tell me more.
There's a game called Stone Simulator. You can check it out. It's £2.49.
Stoned Simulator.
No, Stone.
Do you remember? I don't know if you saw the movie fuck, what was it called? Everything, everywhere, all
yeah,
at once.
Yeah.
And there's like that universe where everyone's just rocks.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the game. It's obviously someone saw the movie, they were like, oh, wouldn't it be fun if there was a game based around a universe where you are just a rock?
Right.
And so that's the game. It's like an idle game. You cannot do anything. You are literally a rock sat there, unable to do anything. And
is it multiplayer?
It is. You can play it with other people. They are a rock sat next to you, so you can chat to them.
Right.
On your own voice chat. Obviously not in game because rocks can't talk. They don't have lungs and mouths and voice boxes.
No.
But
the rocks do communicate and everything everywhere all at once.
Yes, but not in this they don't. So basically it's a meme game. It's very silly. It's like a communal. You can get loads of achievements just by being sat. It's like an idle game.
Right.
You're gonna love it. Check it out. It's £2.
Okay, listen, I got another one for you guys to check out. There's a demo for this game. The game is called My Wife Threw Out My Card Collection, so I bought a dump to find them all. You have to go through a dump and try to find your card collection that your wife threw out.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
That
looks fantastic.
Oh my god, that is true.
There's a demo available.
I thought you were making this
That's a funny name for a game. I'm excited.
You know what? You talking about weed, I thought of something the other day. You know when people make weed their entire identity?
Yes.
Like they wear the t-shirts with a leaf on it. They just talk about, oh man, I would get there, but I'd be so high.
Yes.
Or they're just talking about being high. That's all they talk about is weed.
Basically, every person that smokes weed is like that.
Right. But those people are really no different from those people who have a t-shirt or a poster that says, don't talk to me till I've had my coffee. Like their coffee is their whole identity.
I'm fucking angry until I've had my coffee in the morning.
Tuesday, is it? Where's my coffee?
Don't even talk to me.
For those people, dude, that's their weed.
Don't talk to me between
vice.
The hours of 12 o'clock and 5 o'clock. Because I haven't had, it's between lunch and dinner and I haven't had a snack.
Coffee. Happy Mondays. Here's a cup of coffee with a cat cuddling it.
People that like wine are like that too. They talk about it all the time.
Yeah, it's weird.
I can't wait to get home and pop open a bottle of Pinot Grigio and whatever else they drink. Rosé. I can't wait for the rosé to touch my lips. To wet my lips with the rosé. Wet my whistle.
My whistle.
Yeah.
So Steam announced their new hardware last night. Did you see?
Yeah, I saw it.
They've announced 3 new pieces of hardware.
Steam Machine.
The Steam Machine,
which is a little cube,
it's a little
which
PC.
is a PC.
Yeah,
it's but it's also a gaming console, and it's a whole thing. Kind of interesting.
Is that not just a PC? Because I looked at it and I thought, so
it is a PC, yeah.
It's running Steam. It's almost certainly a PC. They just put it in a very little box and called it a Steam Machine. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then there's the Steam controller, which is the new Steam controller, and then there's a Steam VR headset, which I will probably not buy.
No,
because
you got burned last time.
I've bought
they are dangerous.
I bought a VR headset every couple of years. I think I had the Vive back.
I have a
10
Vive
years ago,
behind me.
and
there's just no good games for it.
No, I think they've stopped even trying to make games for them now.
There's just, the games that come out for it, they're all pretty much the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
Give me a reason. Yeah, like that's the thing. It always.
I feel like still the games that are coming out.
A Switch was to play Breath of the Wild. The reason I bought, this thing, a PlayStation 5, which I haven't bought, would be if I was that inclined to play Death Stranding 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's what I would.
Actually,
I'm tempted to see if I can get a PlayStation 5 to play some.
I bought a PlayStation 5 because
I
had to do a brand thing at the time.
Yes, you did. There was a sponsored thing.
That's right. And I bought it. So I bought a PlayStation 5, but I figured I'll get a PlayStation 5 anyway because
I'll use it.
GTA 6 or whatever is going to come out, which is not. It's been delayed again by a year. But my son uses it all the time. It's like in his room. He uses it, so it was actually a really good one. I mean, I probably would have just bought him a PlayStation anyway, eventually. But he got one early because I needed it for work. I had to do some work on it.
So there's you know how you played, I don't know, I play all these games online. I play the New York Times games. I play the
I play the crossword
game you see constantly. Clues by Sam is the other one.
Clues by Sam.
Yeah, have you ever played that? I see it advertised all the time, and it's quite fun.
How to play Clues by Sam.
Anyway, there's a bunch of these things. You can play that later in your own time, Flax. But there's loads of them. Like Wordle and Flaggle.
Timedall, Flag. Yeah, there's
I don't play any of those games.
There's the
really
latest one is called Rule 34dle.
Oh my god, no!
And you have to Rule 34dle is basically you have to guess which franchise has more
posts. I see.
Because Rule 34 is the thing of like there's always porn of Street Fighter and Mario. Like which of the two things has more porn? Well, obviously it would be Mario, right?
Yeah.
And then you'll go to the next one.
Street Fighter feels like you got like Chun-Li in there, you got Dalsim, Blanca. I mean, there's
God damn.
The list goes
this is
on
all
and on.
anime. I mean, you'd be amazed how much of this is just anime. But there's Rule 34 here of characters that it doesn't even make sense. Like fucking Pokemon. What is going on?
Yes, specific Pokemon. Like, does this specific Pokemon have more porn than like a cat girl from an anime?
Yeah,
it's that.
It'll be like Weedle or something. Like, what is going on?
There you go, Weeble. That's a different
Weedle
thing. Anyway,
Weedle.
He's different. He's a guy.
Man, I don't even like Pokemon or know much about it. And I know who Weedle is.
Weedle is a Pokemon.
I met Weeble.
I'm going to post a picture of him. Look, there's Weedle. Take this Weedle.
Weedle getting fisted by Geodude.
Somebody pours.
I'm going to look Weedle porn. I'm Googling it right now. Images. God, Weedle, no! No!
Your 13-year-old daughter's in the room.
Weedle, what are you doing?
Weedle, that won't fit in there.
Weedle!
Stop it. So, I don't know if you saw this news last week, but scientists discovered the world's biggest spider web.
I saw that, and it looks fucking really creepy. They were like pressing on it. It's like a whole civilization of underground spiders. Is it like in Argentina or something?
Spiders.
Yeah.
So basically, it says it's made up of it's 106 square meters, which is quite a large web.
Yeah.
But there's two species of spiders that have worked together to build it. Apparently, 69,000 domestic house spiders, also known as the barn funnel weaver, or and then 42,000 Prinigeroni. I think that's what you take for your hair when it comes out. Which is a sheet weaver spider. There you go. So I don't think they're particularly nice looking spiders.
I got a Prinigeroni from looking at that Weedle porn. I tell you what.
Well, I wonder if Prinigeroni has more porn than Weedle. That's what you really want to know.
I don't want to look up. Someone there has a spider fetish, and they could just fuck off.
Do not do that. That's frightening stuff. Finally, Ryanair. There was a hero, who put his own life on the line as he confronted the Huntingdon train attacker.
Yes.
Did you hear about this?
Yes.
Mr. Crean was scheduled to fly out to Austria on Wednesday as his Forest side took on Sturm Graz in the Europa League. Sturm Graz! However, due to his injuries from his heroic attacks, he missed his flight. And Ryanair not only refused to refund him, but advised him that if he wanted to get a refund, he should have taken out travel insurance to protect himself against the losses. So there you go, Ryanair.
Classy as always.
Perhaps rightly so, have not refunded Stephen Crean's.
Excellent. Well done, Ryanair. Do you know what the dumb thing is? As soon as it becomes news, I guarantee they'll be like, this isn't a company policy, it was an error. Fuck off. This is 100% your policy. And the average person who doesn't have a cool story to back them up just gets fucked over by Ryanair. Fuck Ryanair.
I think they do a lot of this shit because it's just free publicity as well. They do this shit because they just think, oh well, we don't have to pay for advertising because we're just in the paper all the damn time.
No, man,
people still fly on them all the time. Like, it doesn't matter what they do. Like, they were trying to charge people to take breaths of air at one point on their planes, and people still fly on them. So I don't see how it could get any worse than that.
But then I don't even think they really even fucking need to advertise if that's the case.
Well, that's it.
Like, there's no need, because you go there and you're like, well, I've only got £3 and I need to go to Spain. Yeah. Oh, look at that. I could get a Ryanair flight for £1.50. Yeah. Perfect. Cheapest Ryanair flight.
You're both right on this. But at the end of the day, I feel like Ryanair probably didn't know, right, that it was this hero when they didn't refund. I think it's just you miss your flight, you don't have any travel insurance. Just because you're a hero doesn't mean you get it refunded. And also, how much is it to refund? Like 25 quid? Is he really that much out of pocket? I'm just saying, I'm on both sides of this story.
I can get a Spain for 30 quid.
Hey, I'm going to Spain tomorrow.
Lanzarote, 30 quid.
Not Lanzarote though. I'm going to Madrid for the weekend tomorrow.
Oh my God, this is a direct flight from Stansted to Alicante. 4 hours? There's no way. Is it really that long?
Well, so this man, maybe. Stephen Crean, poor man, he was a brave. He confronted a train attack. He was stabbed 7 times, and it was a whole thing. It's going to be a movie about it on Netflix in about 6 months' time.
Yeah.
You mark my words. And he's going to be played by like fucking bloody.
Yeah, one of them.
Who's going to fucking play him?
You don't even need to
David
say.
Tennant's going to play him. Do you know what I mean?
David and Lordy or someone like
David
that.
Tennant. He's about the right age.
Quick movie review.
Go on.
The new Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. Let me tell you something. I think del Toro's the most overrated director in Hollywood today. This guy is shit.
Frankenstein, more like boring.
Wankenstein.
Thank you.
That's the Flax one-word review.
I did a good one. I did a good one to my wife yesterday because she mentioned Dido, and I said more like, I don't want to listen to that.
Boom. Take that, wife.
It was good.
Yeah, it was just like I don't know why this guy is hailed as this great director. I don't get it. It's all so bad. I cannot stand anything about his films. I think they're massively overappreciated for no reason. I think they're just shit. This was shit. Frankenstein was shit.
Flankenstein.
Flankenstein. I agree.
That's what the character. Hello, I'm Frederick from Frankenstein.
I'm Frederick from Frankenstein.
What a decision for Del Toro to go with it. Yes, use the lisp and your strange voice. Make sure. Hello, I'm going to reanimate the dead. My name is Franklin W. Frankenstein. Actually, Igor. I need 2 dead bodies and some electricity. Thank you so much. Cat Prince Perfect.
Put it on Netflix. £10 million, please.
I love that.
You are the best actor I have ever worked with. Thank you so much, Mr. Del Toro. It was an absolute pleasure being in your film. Perhaps I can play a werewolf or a vampire. Count Dracula.
Okay, that's a good place to stop. Thank you, everyone.
Oh man, that is
we'll
good.
See you all next time.
Thank you.
All right,
bye.
Bye.